Hey guys, Todd here. Today we're going to install the Taylor Wing wheel well toolbox. Now this is the same install for most applications. For this installation, I'll be using a drill with 2 drill bits, a 1/4 inch and an 1/8 inch, a couple of 7/16 wrenches, a 3/8 socket and driver, a level, and a silver Sharpie. Okay, so we're going to start on the passenger side box. This side right here goes up against my bed cap. You'll notice this right here is the side that goes towards the tailgate, and we've got a couple of holes that are threaded right here. You're going to find in your kit you've got a couple of brackets that look just like this. They're mirror images of each other. We need the one that folds in and goes towards the bed cap like so, and line them up to these 2 holes. If you got one that's opposite that goes to the opposite end. Also in your kit you're going to have some bolts with washers. We're going to run those bolts through and get them started into these threaded holes and just get them just barely finger tight for right now. And we're going to do the same on the other end. Okay, I went ahead and placed the box in the bed of the truck. I've got everything lined up where I want it. I've already closed the tailgate to make sure I got plenty of room so that the box doesn't actually hit the tailgate. Next, what I want to do is mark with a Sharpie the spots on the brackets where I want to drill my holes. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so now that we marked our holes, I went ahead and pulled away the toolbox. Before we start drilling, you want to make sure your dot is not too high up. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take this right here to see how far that goes up inside the bed cap. And I am going to mark that and bring it up here. Now, a washer has to go behind your hole, so you want to make sure that that washer is going to have clearance underneath. And it does look like it's going to have clearance, so I'm going to go ahead and drill my hole. All right, now we're going to go ahead and make that hole with a 1/4 inch drill bit. All right, and repeat that on the other hole as well. Okay, now I went ahead and removed the bracket back off of the toolbox. I actually only had it on there so we could line up the holes. Next, I'm going to go ahead and fasten the bracket to the hole using the provided hardware. We have a bolt going through a washer, and on the other side, washer and then nylock nut. Now we're going to go ahead and tighten those down with a 7/16 on each side. Make sure that bracket stays nice and plumb, straight up and down. And go ahead and attach the back bracket the same way. All right, now we can go ahead and place the box in between the brackets and go ahead and line the hardware back up. I do recommend to fasten this side first. Because if the holes don't quite line up, you can lift up the other side of the box. And we still need to adjust, so before we tighten these down all the way, go ahead and line up the other side as well. Okay, now that we've got both of our brackets installed just hand tight, I recommend leveling it out front to back just by eye. Number one, because there's sometimes a slight bow in the top of the bed cap, so if you try to level it, it might not be right. Also, your truck sometimes also has a factory rake, And so if you try to get it level, it might be higher up in the front than it is in the back and won't be visually appealing. Next, what we're going to do, make sure your truck is on level ground, and then you can level side to side with an actual level. If it's not quite level, you can move the bottom to adjust the level. But once it's level, go ahead and tighten down your brackets with a 7/16, and then we're going to go into the inside of the box and secure it to the floor of the bed. All right, now that we have both of our mounting brackets installed and tightened down, we can go ahead and secure it from the bottom. The way you do that is first open the door. Then you're going to remove all 3 of your trays. The way you remove your tray, pull each one out to where it's fully extended. Now there's going to be a little black lever in the rail on each side. Push one up, push the other one down, and it will pull all the way out. Do that with all 3 of your drawers. Okay, now it's going to be a little hard to see everything that we need to see inside the box, but you'll understand what I'm talking about. We've got a couple of oval-shaped holes, one up here and one back here. What we need to do is we need to make some pilot holes to run our tech screws through. I'm actually using pilot holes because I'm on top of a rubber bed mat. Now what I'm going to do is use a 1/8 inch drill bit. And next pilot hole. Okay, now using a 3/8 socket, we're going to use our provided self-tapping screws with washer and go right through those pilot holes to secure it to the floor of the bed. All right, now go ahead and slide the drawers back in. All right, now let me show you how to lock the box. Here you got your lock cover. Just throw your key in there, turn it 180 degrees, and the box is locked. And obviously to unlock the cover, turn it back. And you can twist open to open the lid, reach inside, and there is a lever right back here. Pull that lever, the lid will open up. Passenger side and driver side are sold separately. If you get the driver side, it installs the exact same way, just a mirror image. And that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online.